Hi there, welcome to week 2 of the Rock Your Core Challenge. This week is our first full week, so we have 4 moves to show you today. Our first move is the plank, then we have a cardio day, which is high knees with a twist, crunchy frogs, and the reversed crunch. So before we get into it, I want to share our sponsors this week, which are Quest Nutrition, Gym Boss Interval Timers, and Green Smoothie Co. So whenever you do these moves, be sure to share a picture or a video with hashtag #RockYourCore, tag your favorite bloggers, tag our sponsors, and you'll be entered to win some awesome prizes. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so our first move is the plank. There are a few ways to do this. The first one is to get up in a push-up position. Be sure, the key here is make sure everything is tight. So don't let your hips sag toward the ground, don't let your butt be up in the air. Everything in a nice straight line. It'll help if you keep your belly button pulled in toward your spine. And basically I want your wrists right under your elbows, and then you just hold everything tight for 30 seconds. Another variation you can do is to come down on your forearms and do the same thing. This is a little bit harder. If you're a beginner, there's no harm in keeping your knees down on the floor. As long as you keep that core nice and tight, you can also rest every few seconds and come back up. But the key is one rep is to hold for 30 seconds. That's your plank. So Tuesdays are our core cardio days, which means we're going to do a move that gets your heart pumping a little bit but still relax that core. So our first core cardio day is high knees with a twist. So basically, to start out, just to show you how to get set up, I want you to keep your elbows at 90 degrees. Lift your knee up off the floor. That's how high I want your knees to come every time you do this move. So what I want you to do is kind of jog in place, but really pick those knees up off the floor and keep that core engaged. Now if you can add a twist to the move. So every time your knees come up, you twist to the side. Keep that core engaged, but twist. Jog, twist. So in order to make this cardio, you do 20 seconds of hard work as fast as you can, 10 seconds of rest. If you're a beginner, you can go a little slower, kind of step it out. No harm in that as long as you keep your core tight. If you're advanced, you can go a little faster. That's your core cardio, high knees with a twist. Okay, move 3 is the crunchy frog. So this one's a lot of fun and it's a little funny looking. That's why it's called the crunchy frog. But you start with your arms out wide and your feet out here. You can keep your heels on the floor if you need to. And then basically what you do is you tuck everything in and push it back out. If you can keep your feet off the floor and elevated, great. If not, there's no harm at all in tapping your heels down every time you come out. So you come in and out, in and out, like your little crunchy frog. That's move 3. Okay, so your last move this week is the reverse crunch. So basically, I want you to lay down on your back, keep everything nice and straight. Don't have a little arch right here, keep everything flat on the mat. And then what you're going to do is, standing with your toes kind of touching the floor, I want you to do a crunch in reverse. So put your heels up, pick your butt up off the ground, let that lower back come up, and just pulse up towards the ceiling. And back down. You can tap, come back up, and back down. I don't want you to put any strain on your neck or shoulders. Be careful not to come too high. That won't be any good. Just keep your belly button pulled in towards your spine, nice and engaged, and reverse crunch. Up, and tap it down. Up, and tap it down. That's your reverse crunch. Thanks for joining us for week 2 of the Rock Your Core Challenge. Remember, our sponsors this week are Quest Nutrition, Gym Boss Interval Timers, and Green Smoothie Co. So be sure to share all of the moves with hashtag #RockYourCore and you'll be entered to win some awesome prizes from all those sponsors. Have a great week!